Welcome to the Ops. It's your girl, Spicy K.
And it's your girl TK. How y'all doing?
And we're the Ops, and we're telling it all. We are on episode 29. And as you see, you can see us now. Yay! So, of course, you all know that we have a segment called The First 48, who you're telling on this week. So, TK, who are you telling on this week?
Well, this week, I'm telling on none other than, I don't even know the name of the man gas station, but he serves a specific gas that starts with an E. All right? This food, man, I'm telling you. So, I'm sitting here trying to get my items that I placed at the store, right? You know, because that's what you do. You go in the store, you get in, you get out, right? So, I'm trying to get my items. So, I see him eyeballing the dude, ran the store, and he come back to me, he bring up one thing, he be like, oh, okay, and then he just, he eyeballing, he looking around, he like, oh, okay. So I'm looking, I'm like, what's going on? So I guess he thought the dude was stealing. Okay.
Oh.
I'm like, well, if I could just please go ahead and get my stuff, then, I mean, he ain't gonna be able to get out faster than, you can probably say something to him if he is actually stealing. Just go ahead and keep ringing, but he just keep eyeballing, he looking. And I'm like, okay. So I'm telling on Mr. Man behind the cashier because this food draw down. I mean, he reached down. Cha-cha! And he pulled it out. He ain't shoot it. No, I didn't mean to say that. He just pulled it out. He's like, man, that dude, when I say he took off running, he took off running. Well, I almost left too because I didn't know what was about to happen at that point. So I was like, and then I just stood there for a second like, yeah, can I just get my stuff? Moral of the story is this man was not playing with y'all at this store that serves this gas that starts with the E, and it's on what you call it? It's on what's it? Dang,
Jordan Lane?
No, not Jordan Lane. I was all the way in 5 Points. What's it? Andrew Jackson. Okay, so yeah, if you go to the man's store, you know what I'm talking about when I say the man. Them men, when you go into their store, they serve gas that starts with an E. He is not playing with you. So if you feel like you want to alleviate them with any of their merchandise, you best think twice.
Whoa.
Because with a customer standing there, Mr. Man said he gonna pop. Get. Go on, man. But that dude was gone too, boy. I said that unfortunately he was of the African American persuasion. But yeah, he already knew what was up. You feel me? So
whoa.
I'm telling on him for drawing down that man. He had to do all that in front of me, the customer. I didn't know what was happening. He almost lost a real sale because baby, I was like, oh, hey, all right, but it didn't turn out that way. So everybody, y'all be safe in these streets and in these stores.
Whoa. Well, I first want to also acknowledge that for me it's October, so that's breast cancer awareness. That's why I have on pink today. So, yeah. Anyway, for who I'm telling on this week, I'm actually telling on my mama. And I did a TikTok about this, but it is what it is.
Yes, I think it's what I'm talking about. Oh, man.
So, my mama, for whatever reason, keeps calling pocket dials, pocket calls, butt dials. She keeps calling them booty calls.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to explain to her in so many words what booty call was. And she was like, well, butt and booty is the same thing. And I'm like, yes, butt and booty may be the same thing. But in this particular instance, yeah, they're totally different things. So I had to explain to her what booty calls were. So yeah, that's how that went. But anyway, I love my mom.
And you had to explain to her what an actual booty call was in the process?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Okay.
Well, we have our own inside jokes about stuff, so I just explained something else to her. She was like, oh, that's what it is. And I was like, yeah, that's what it is. So she understood.
Couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. Unfortunately, she just had to be ignorant.
So you would want your mama to call, be like, "Oh yeah, so you just got a booty call?" Like, well,
no, I'm going to tell her that she just don't say that. More than I'm going to explain to her what an actual booty call is. If she don't already know, she's not going to find out from me. And that's how I go.
Well, she was. That's my mama. I tell her.
I,
We
I,
have
I
we have
mean,
we have inside jokes about stuff. So
I feel it. Yeah, we don't.
yeah.
Not me and mine. We don't talk about nothing like that.
So our next segment is it's cool when they do it, it's a problem when we do it. And this is a topic that we typically discuss that's kind of controversial and also has an element of race. It doesn't matter what race, just some element of race in it. And because yesterday a lot of people were observing this holiday, this is why we're going to be talking about it. Now, there's two sides. You either celebrate Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day or Columbus Indigenous People Day.
Hmm.
However you work.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't know about the last one there.
about the because some people do it together, kind of like how people did like King Lee Day. Yeah, that was yeah. They do King Lee Day.
I don't know where they do that at. Not around these parts on here.
Yes, definitely around these parts.
Mm.
Montgomery, it's King Lee Day around there. But anyway,
Mm. Mm.
so apparently there has been so apparently Italian Americans feel like people are trying to be too woke to make it Indigenous People Day. But most people understood that you can't discover something that was already here. Like,
I will see it that way too. Like if it's there and there's someone else there already. There, I mean, there's just that don't correlate. Like you can't have discovered it. You can say I ran upon. You know, I ran
yeah,
upon, came up on. You know, came up on. Let's see, or met with something like that, but not discovered. Okay, so go
so
ahead.
yeah, so apparently, and I didn't realize this. Apparently, in New York City, they actually have a Italian American parade because a lot of people associate Columbus with Italian
Okay.
Americans, and so they do things in honor of Italian Americans, whereas a lot of other people, and then like I actually, when it comes to even the Italians, apparently, well, I guess I should say Italian Americans. There's two mindsets. Like some of them, it's like it's about Italian American and what we did, da 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 da, and other people are like, I'm Italian, but I understand that, Columbus contributed to slavery, genocide, and all of those things. So, um, while I understand the importance of the history of Italian Americans, I also understand what happened. So I celebrate Indigenous People Day. Of course, Native Americans and things of that nature also celebrate Indigenous People Day. And I'm just going to be completely honest. Like, I had to work yesterday, so I didn't celebrate any day because I was working. Now, for people that don't know, my mother completely classifies herself as Native American. She can be considered black. She's not going to call herself African American at all. Native American, or she's okay with being black, basically. But, but I'm just saying, like, but you can't, she doesn't want to be called African American because she says she was always, so like her people were already always here. So that means that I will probably tend to more lean on Indigenous People Day, but I also would tend to lean on any day that I get off and I don't have to take PTO. So I worked yesterday. I'm just saying I worked yesterday. So, but I get the fact that like I'm just saying if somebody was giving me the day off, we can call it Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day. We can call it both. I wouldn't care because I'd be off. But since I'm not off, no, I do stand with Indigenous People Day because them are my people. Um, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I really didn't realize that it was a big day for Italian Americans. I guess because like obviously I'm from a small town in Alabama. I currently live, in Tennessee
In the
though
big
now,
city.
but I don't know of like a big population of Italian
Wait,
Americans.
American.
Yeah, so I
I
didn't know
know.
it was a big thing. Like I didn't know it was kind of like, and then also some people are saying that this. Let me find her name. I'm assuming it's a woman. It may not even be one.
See,
But one of the
see.
people that were, I think she's Italian, and the person is Italian. And hold on. And the person was stating that indigenous people basically need their own day separate from Columbus Day. Um, and I think, like I said, I think this was the Italian that understood and said,
Mm.
like, they contributed to slavery, genocide, things of that nature. So I understand the importance of, these are my people. But at the same time, this is what happened and this is what occurred. Um, so
That's
I'll
what
try to find
happened.
that name, that
Mm-hmm.
person's name or whatever, in their complete statement. So I'm correctly quoting what they said. But I just found, like I said, I guess because I was never around any Italian Americans, like a big population of it, so I had no idea that like it was a whole big like celebration type thing with parades and all kind of festive activities.
Cause yeah, I guess you got Italians in New York and Boston and up north Jersey, all and up and down the East Coast, down even in Florida. But you don't really, I mean, I guess over in like Ohio, Chicago, and all that. But there's you're right. I don't know. So there was no way that we would have known that was important to them as well, because that's who sent. No, it was in Spain that sent Columbus over here, or
I
was it
think it was
Italy?
Isabella and Ferdinand.
Ferdinand of Spain.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand of Spain.
Ferdinand.
Huh?
Um,
Ferdinand.
I don't.
That'd be a cool name for my son, Ferdinand.
Well, I'm trying to find the person's name. Um, and apparently, yeah.
Hmm.
What is that person's name?
I'm not
Uh,
very sure.
I just
Vespucci?
found it.
Amerigo Vespucci is who America is supposed to be named after, but
Okay. So Danielle, I knew it was a lady's name. Danielle DeLuca co-founded Italian Americans for Indigenous People Day, um, and they have basically wanted it to be considered for Indigenous people instead of Italian Heritage Day. So
hmm.
hold on, let me say. It
Uh
says
oh.
Danielle DeLuca co-founded Italian Americans for Indigenous People Day and has led efforts to drop Columbus Day since 2016 and instead use it to celebrate other Italian Americans. So,
Well,
yeah.
but if he wouldn't,
So I guess
I
they
don't
want to
know.
celebrate Italians. They're basically she's basically understanding and recognizing that it should be Indigenous People Day, but you can also celebrate Italian Americans, I guess, as well in this like.
And
So you can kind of use both of them, but not have it tied to Columbus. Her thing is not have it tied to Columbus.
I
You
get
can
that.
celebrate Italian Americans, but not have it tied to Columbus, which,
But it shouldn't be because it wasn't. I mean,
well, the day is Columbus
Italian.
Day.
I'm just saying it shouldn't be attached to Italian heritage, right? Because
Well, that's what they're wanting. She's wanting it to, um, she's wanting it to basically celebrate Italian American heritage, but remove Columbus out of the picture.
right. Well, what I'm
Because
getting at is, are
Columbus
they
was the
indigenous?
problem.
Are Italian Americans indigenous to
No, no,
these?
no, no, they're not indigenous.
Okay, okay,
It's two separate groups. Two separate groups.
okay.
And like I said, some Italians are wanting it to be like celebrate Columbus because Columbus and Italian Heritage, Day or whatever. But Danielle is wanting it to be like two separate things. Like she wants to remove Columbus, from
All
it.
together. I
Yeah.
get you.
So
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think Columbus should have a day at all. But I mean, that's just my opinion because there's still people that they say um that say that he discovered America that was already here. So let's just say it that way. Let's just always say Christopher Columbus discovered America that was already here. And so, so definitely, I think if there's, I mean, you, I guess just it's easier to separate and differentiate instead of just doing away with it, I guess, because you still not saying what's right. Like, okay, well, some people can say Columbus Day, and some people can say Indigenous Peoples Day. Well, the only one that really makes sense is Indigenous Peoples Day because people were already here. I'm just gonna keep hammering that because that's it. That's the big golden ticket I got.
Well, so I'm going back because, like I said, I wanted to completely correctly quote what she said. Um, and she was saying that we believe Indigenous people should Indigenous People Day should be its own holiday. It should not stand alongside Columbus Day. It should not stand alongside Italian Heritage Day as well. So that's her take on it. But that's not everybody. That's not all Italians take. But that's
Right.
Italian American takes. But that's her and her organization take. She said that we cannot celebrate Italian Americans on a day that is honoring Columbus. You just cannot celebrate a per, cannot talk sometimes. A perpetrator of genocide and victims of genocide on the same day.
There you go. Just got to find it. That girl just found it out. But anyway, I mean, yeah. I like I said, if people are not going to denounce Christopher, they are
Well,
not going.
a lot of people don't. They even mentioned that even though Columbus, Ohio, is named obviously after Christopher Columbus, that they called the day, I think, Indigenous People Day. I believe that's what they were saying in this article, which is interesting. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, Jinx, you in Minnesota?
whatever.
Well, you shouldn't have said the same word I said. With my soda.
So I think that's very interesting. That I kind of wonder if they would change it, or they. I guess they wouldn't still plan on changing the name or anything. I don't know. It's very interesting.
It's gonna be Indigenous Ohio.
But I don't know,
No,
like when I
no.
saw like I said, when I saw the article and I saw the headline when I originally saw the headline, like I didn't know it was a thing. Like I knew about Indigenous People Day, but I'm saying like I didn't know it was a big thing and big celebrations for Italian Americans.
Italians.
I
Yeah,
had no
no.
idea.
We wouldn't though. I mean, where have we been around? I think I want to know one Italian person in my life,
Hmm.
and then maybe one half of Italian, half of
Italian.
half of Italian. Let me stop because I don't know if that's offensive. I just know what I've seen on TV. They don't fool with us too much
So
tough either.
not a person in real life.
No, I mean, no. I think if something, it's like it seems like this girl I used to work with when I was in North Carolina was Italian,
Mm.
and yeah, I mean, but she wasn't from North Carolina. She might have even been in the witness protection program for all I know, because
Well,
she might have had Maltese. Excuse me. Shut up, Drake.
oh my.
But that's all I know. I don't know. I can, girl, because I can't even tell you her name, so she's not in any danger at all whatsoever. But yeah, and then this girl that I used to work with at the pharmacy, I believe, was half Italian, and amongst other things, she said. But there was half of that, but then I think the other half was split into like two other halves of something else. So it was like,
Mm.
interesting. I bet you
Well,
got some cool family. Oh, go ahead.
oh, in this particular article that I pulled up, it said that 14 states and 130 cities in the U.S. has replaced Columbus Day with Indigenous People Day. And like I said, some Italians believe like it's an erasal of their history. I didn't because apparently, like I said, apparently it's used in conjunction with Italian heritage, and I didn't. But I'm not. You have it's Hispanic heritage and all this other stuff. They should have their day. Like it may not need to be on Columbus Day because I'm just saying.
I mean, the thing about it is, they're not, they're, you know, immigrated here. Them and the Irish, they're not indigenous, or anything. Like, they weren't, they were kind of brought over here, came over here on their own.
But this can be. They also have like
No, no.
other days, like
Mm-hmm.
Asian American Day. They have Pacific Islander, which some of those
Do
are
they?
United. Like they have all these days.
But
Trust
they
me,
don't
they
have,
got National
but they don't.
Boyfriend Day and National Girlfriend Day. They
Well,
can
I'm
have
sure
an
they have a
Italian
Italian
heritage.
American Day. So you ain't nobody never had no Italian American Heritage Day. Let me see.
Well, like I said,
Like,
I didn't know that it was apparently combined. Like they had like the article mentioned that they have like parades.
but where? Yeah, up north.
But then like you think about it, like we have St. Patrick's Day, and the Irish people are recognized.
They got a whole
You don't get
month,
the day
girl.
off either. But I'm just
October
saying.
is to coincide with Columbus Day. This day whole month. What you talking about? We are right now in Italian American Heritage Month.
That's what it said.
That's what it said on Google. Salud!
Okay.
So yeah, it says celebrated October 12th. So in a couple days, what's today? Today's the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, baby. We doing some Monster Italiano.
I wonder what a parade look like. I would want to go and see one.
But do they have like?
Because the St. Patrick's Day parade was fun in New Orleans.
Yeah, but
I'm
what do
just
they
saying.
have? Like they got leprechauns for St. Patrick's Day. What they got for little Mario, Super Mario? Is that what it is? No.
That could be offensive.
Oh, really? That was a. Why? Super Mario was a.
If somebody, I know you're Mario Luigi type thing. I'm just saying it could be. I don't know any better. I'm not Italian. I don't know any better. But I'm just saying. If somebody talked to you and they had like a ghetto black accent, like how would you feel about that?
That's how they do.
Stereotypical.
They be like, yo, what's up? That's how they do. That's how they do.
But how do you feel then?
I don't care. They look stupid doing that. You hear me? And I'm pretty sure I look stupid talking about what I just said. Super Mario. You know what I'm saying? They look just as foolish saying something like, yo, what's up? That's how they do. Now don't act like that.
I think that like maybe it'll have like a lot of pasta stuff and then like
meatballs,
Italian ice.
Yeah, big
I don't know.
calzones and things of that nature. Shout out to Little Caesars. I want to try that calzone thing they got too. But
because
anyway,
I just know at St. Patrick's Day parade in New Orleans, they had like they was throwing out cabbages and everything and Lucky Charms. So that's what I'm trying to like think of what's Italian. So I'm just thinking like
cabbage and brisket.
They was throwing out cabbage. They was throwing out Lucky Charms,
drinking Jameson,
Irish Spring soap. Like,
were they real? Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
It was a fun time to be had, So that's what I'm saying. Know. I guess it would,
Throw out big pepperoni salami sausages. Whack up. I don't know. That's Italian.
I don't know either.
That's Italian food.
Yeah.
Salami.
Well,
salami
like
is
pasta,
good.
pizza, or something. I don't know. I don't know what you would throw out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what would you throw out?
It seems like I heard
guess
something.
You throw regular candy, I guess, too.
It seems like I heard something that said that pizza wasn't Italian originally.
I
thought
pizza, like we eat pizza, I think is not. Because I think they eat it with a fork, first of all. Yeah. So I think our version of pizza is probably not Italian version of pizza, but they do have pizza from my understanding. But
okay. I said it seemed like now because I could have not heard it too, but it seemed like I did, but I don't know why that stuck in my head, but okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other thoughts about the Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day?
I'm just going to reiterate and state what I said before, that you can't discover something that's already here. So if anybody should lose out, it should be Columbus. And let's go with Indigenous People Day, because whoever was here first, when he said here, he even said, "I see people here," and then they just gonna automatically say, "Oh, I discovered this bad boy." Yeah, I just where do people come from? Anyway, so yeah, just let's go with Indigenous Peoples Day. We've had Columbus Day for 1,000 years, so yeah,
Not quite a
they
thousand,
don't
but
they don't add up, does it? But it was a little that was a little
no.
over the top. But anyway, for as many years as we've had, four score and seven. Anyway, um, I think we should go with Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay. I don't think it's
Yep.
our choice.
I mean, as
But
far as what we choose to celebrate,
well,
right?
again,
And then you say,
if
well,
I'm working, I'm not celebrating
right? If
because
you if
it's
you
a
getting
working
well,
day.
you're getting paid for whatever day you choose to celebrate, whatever you want to call it. Then how about that? Does
Shoot,
that
if
work?
hey, if I'm off work, you can call it whatever day you want to call it. I'm just saying. I'm okay with Columbus. I'm okay with Indigenous people. I'm okay with
No,
Columbus Indigenous People Day. Hey,
it's
I'm
not.
okay with I'm
But
okay
happy
if I'm off
Italian
work.
American Heritage Month to those Italians. Feel free to bring me food of the Italian culture. I would love to try it. Food and drink. Italian wine is very delicious. So feel free, Italian Americans. Let's celebrate
Well,
you this month, and let me learn about y'all.
okay, okay. Moving on to the next topic. So tell about the whole conversation and thoughts that Tia had.
Oh, Tia Mowry? That who we
Mm-hmm.
talking about? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, whatever her married now. Well, she back to Mowry now, I guess. I believe she's. Well, she on the talk. It was written. What I read was written, so I don't know if it was her response to something that somebody else wrote down, or she was in a show that said that it's difficult for her dating after this divorce at her, bigger age. We're not gonna say big because it's pretty big, but mine is bigger.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
definitely, difficult, a lot more difficult than when she met her husband and was courted and was dated by her husband. It's difficult for her now. I don't know why she anticipated it wouldn't be if she's thinking that everything is the same, because they don't do that no more. I mean, there's no traditional. I ain't gonna say no. We're gonna say 87.9% of things have changed in the dating world. As far as what people want from dating now, what people are willing to do for dates now, and when I mean do for dates, as far as what limits they will go to, make sure the person has a good time on the date, that has changed. Their expectations of a date have definitely changed, because we see TikToks every day, and I do believe are based on true stories about uh you can order what you want if you plan on going home. You know what I'm saying? With me, you feel me? That like that. Or yeah, I know you've seen them. These are literal. I know they're being done as jokes, but I'm pretty sure that there's been women that have been propositioned in that way, and they'll either pay for their own food and never see this person again, pay for their own food, and maybe consider seeing this person again, or leave all entirely. Is nothing is the same. So it I don't know what she's looking like. I'm trying to figure out why she's looking for something like that anyway, and she just got divorced. Like, you've been married 35 years.
She's not been
Um,
married that long. She's been married for a
so
long time, but not 35 years, obviously. Um,
but why would you even want to be that way? Like, why wouldn't you be out here, hoeing or something? You know what I mean? Like,
why
why
would
would
she
you?
want to do that? Like,
Right. Well, why would she want to do anything? Like, that's what I'm saying. But who knows what's going to happen after you choose to, you know, break your vows and divorce. You subject to the world now. You like the quarterback when he get out the pocket, baby. You whatever bumps and bruises you get while outside that pocket, that's what you gonna get. You don't have that covering no more. And so men are different. They doing their own thing. They don't
I
want to
don't
be. Huh?
Never mind. Go
But
ahead.
go ahead. No, what you say? You know what?
I don't think that now while some people have changed, some people have made remained the same. There are so many people that are still very traditional in every sense of the word. And if she's looking for traditional, she's likely going to find it. It just may not have been wrapped up in some of the people that she have encountered recently. Um, so I don't think the notion of finding someone that's, chivalrous and more traditional or anything like that. Plus, not to mention, even in her marriage, they were not really, I guess they were traditional, but in a sense of like, I guess, courting. And that's what she was used to, in years ago before, when her and Corey got together. Um, but those same things can still be true and she can still get it. It's just that the package may look a little different because even back then she mentioned that like she was completely the breadwinner of the family because she's being the person that had money.
Right.
So
You making my point all the way with everything I was about to say because men are gonna be looking for her to be the breadwinner. They gonna come in anybody than her right now. That's gonna be because they know that about her and the guy that she was married to, and then they're not looking to wine and dine and woo you like they don't feel like they have to anymore. Some people may, but they have to be. I would say they have to be into you before they start doing those types of things. They have to be into you and probably in a relationship with you before all of that courting and all that stuff comes out. At this point, the way everything is set up.
well,
The
men
way I
still
say,
pay for dates
mm-hmm.
in real life now on social media and in other worlds. Like sometimes they're like 50-50 or Dutch or whatever, but no, men do still pay for it.
I mean,
Not all of them, may not all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm just saying.
right, but for her, what I'm saying is for her to have the same expectations that somebody is because what I read, it seems like that what she was thinking that now she's single, she's back in the dating pool. It's gonna anybody that chooses to see her is going to want to do those same type things for her that Corey did. Ain't that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corey. Mm-hmm.
And I don't you know I think from the understand, like she now has understanding. If she's going to continue to date, that she has to get out of that mindset. I think that has changed for her, but I don't. I'm just getting over the fact that she, didn't kind of expect things to be a little bit different based on, she. I mean, she's in the world still. She see how things are happening. People have changed. How social media has changed. Like when they first got together, you might get caught by the magazine, the gossip magazine, the National Enquirer, or something like that. Those little gossip mags, but you didn't really have to worry about it the way you have to worry about it now, and social media has taken over.
So apparently they were married for 14 years.
35. Yeah.
And it's pretty much been about a year since they, I guess, separated or first
Right.
announced their separation because it was October of last year. I don't think I don't, the thing about it is, I think that because she had been married for 14 years, she's not thinking that, how should I say this? She wasn't in the street, so she wouldn't know how they were operating. Like she wouldn't know necessarily what dating was like because she wasn't dating anyone because she was married. Like so she's not going to know. And I'm quite sure like her, obviously her twin is married as well. So maybe most of her friends are also married. So she's not hearing the stories of singledom. You see what I'm saying? Like
Maybe.
and then even then, a lot of people, men and women, think that they are the exception to the rule anyway. So when they come out, in the dating world, like, okay, this person didn't do, XYZ, but they'll do it for me. You see what I'm saying? But that's not necessarily always the case. But so I don't blame her for being kind of naive about it because that's, like I said, 14 years of marriage. I'm not sure exactly how long they were together before they even got married. So, that could be 16, 17, that could be even longer that
Mm-hmm.
she's being completely out of the game. And if you don't have those single friends, that is, well, let me just also say this, because some people are single and they're not having these issues that, they're not having the issues that some people are having. So maybe, and then she also mentioned, she said that even if dating sucks, she's not gonna go back to something that she didn't want.
Right. No, she
And
definitely
I
gonna
get,
go
and
back.
I totally agree with
That's
her
what
with that.
everybody's telling her to go back to your
Yeah.
husband. No, I
And
mean
she was like,
that
no,
makes
no,
sense.
we're not gonna be doing that. Which, and I agree with her. Like,
Like
if
this,
that's, I don't know whatever issues that they had, obviously, but apparently it was enough for her to want to completely, not be married to him. So,
I don't know either. I couldn't tell you. Cause like I said, I thought that was good. Black love, let's go.
yeah,
Her sister didn't take the same route. Oh well, he got his own issues. We didn't talk about that man. But anyway,
yeah, we're talking about,
I feel like it's harder, because I am over 40 and divorced, and it is the dating pool is tainted. You got people you don't know what their intentions are. You got parts of people that still need to heal before they start trying to, do this and do that. And sometimes they're not even sure themselves that they're not ready to see somebody, or like it's just like take take your time, take the time for yourself. Like I did, I'm preaching to the choir here when I'm saying take your time, because I don't take time, because I the type of person I am. I'm ready. Look, we talk about it a lot here on the ops that I need my emergency contact. I definitely do. So um, I am not ashamed in saying that uh, I don't really have time to waste with people.
yeah,
I'm tired of people playing with me. I'm tired of me options that I really don't have as options as far as a life partner. I go younger, I go older, don't matter. People are full of shit everywhere. But it's okay, because what's for me is for me. I always believe that whether it's good or bad, it's for me. Um, and if it's not you know, it's not a mistake, it's a lesson. I was supposed to learn something from each and every individual encounter with anybody. But it's hard, it's difficult, because it's not as easy as it used to be, because you can't be as trusting as you used to be. I don't know if you like back in the day, you could go and hang out with somebody and not worry about your head getting chopped off or something else
okay,
happened to you, or or your identity stolen or anything like that. You don't have to worry about those types of things, but now you do. People are meeting you online. Just I mean, more people are meeting online. Let's just get that out of the way. Whether it's an app
yeah,
or whether it's a well, either way, it's going to be an app. But the traditional, hey, uh, I met you the library or whatever. Like even when you go to the library, you try to smile at people. People are like, whoa. Like I mean, cause what people get killed in libraries. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you. Things happen. You telling me they ain't happen?
well, like,
Libraries,
but I,
schools,
I, I,
but
I
you can't be like you can't be as trusting when you're out in the public anymore as you used to be able to, and then going up and talking to strangers, whether it's got to do with COVID. COVID striking back up in places. You know what I'm saying? You can't be as lackluster as you used to be, and lackadaisical. I'm gonna say that in meeting people these days. So it's online most often time in some shape, form, or fashion. Can even be a book club.
I'm just confused how we like it led to people dying. I'm confused how
because you
dating led to people dying. I'm
because you can't
confused.
approach people and meet people out in public. People aren't as trusting with you in the public anymore. Whether it's something that they can fear that you're going to harm them, or whether it's something they can fear you could give them a disease or something like that. Like
Oh
people
my.
aren't. No, I'm talking about like COVID, like whatever
Yeah.
flu. avian flu, whatever is breaking out. All this stuff is you're fearful, and to the point where people don't even go out anymore. People would rather pay to have their groceries delivered
Of
than to
course.
go to whether you can actually have them people shop for you, and then you can drive up there and bring it out to your car, and you would save so much more money. But people would rather do that than to actually interact. Go in an actual store, like, and I'm talking about myself. I don't do grocery shopping because I don't. I mean, if I go get something, I'm gonna get something. I have done Walmart pickup, but that's because I just didn't want to. But as far as um interaction, I don't have a lot of interaction with people the way I used to, unless it's at work or
Yeah. I don't know, like I don't know. I just believe in love, and I
oh
believe
yeah.
that um I believe that she's gonna, like I said, sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to go through fruit frogs to, get to your
Mhm.
prince or princess in your case.
I have
Um
definitely kissed a few frogs.
so, but it's like I said, I think, more than likely she has been around a whole bunch of married people that haven't had, and then like maybe even the single people that she has been around or that are in her life, maybe their dating life doesn't suck like other single people, or people that are dating. So she would not know that it exists. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's
Mm.
been with him for a long time. Like, she would think that, and like I said, they're still traditional, whatever traditional or non-traditional, whatever. The good thing about this day and age is that whatever you're looking for is out there.
Is it gonna come in the package that you
Hey,
wanted to?
hey, it,
I, I,
it
that,
may or
that,
may
that,
not, but it's out there.
exactly,
It's out
exactly.
there. Whatever you're looking for is
Let's
out
get
there.
to the real nitty gritty. It's out there, but is it gonna come wrapped up the way you want it?
Hey,
Hey, what?
it,
Act like I ain't
it,
making no
it may
point.
or may not. I don't know.
Right. So let's get down to the real. Like, she can have exactly what she's looking for. I'm sure it's something. We're just gonna say guy because I was trying to say the N word. But anyway, let's just say
Please
it's
don't.
some guy out here that's that's out here, and he's he gonna take wine, and he's like, I was a fan of the show. Maybe that's gonna be her draw. I mean, she can't get over that. I would love to take you on that. I've been wanting to take you on a date since I was 13 years old or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of that he can do all that and pick up and this and other rose petals to and you know what he gonna be? The lamest fella that she know. You know what I'm saying? It's the one. I'm telling now. The thing about it is that if it's not what you want aesthetically, nothing they can do can make you want them that way.
Yeah, you
But
have to
then,
have a level of attraction and chemistry. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But listen to me though. But then you say there's nobody out there that's gonna do that for me. When that's a lie. That's false.
Yeah.
What you gotta say and be real, woman, to your women out there is that it's not in the package that you want. There's somebody that will treat you like gold just the way you want, but it could be somewhat of another race, or it could be somebody that you would never consider dating. He's 5'3" and you 6'1". You know, I mean, it could be. They can do all them things, and we all know we ain't even gonna get on that. That's a whole different topic about women and these shorter men because they get they get the short end of the stick. Sorry, and I think it's messed up
Who gets
because
the short end of the stick? The
the
women or the
short
men?
man, the short. Well, in the long run, the woman does. I won't say that she get the short end of the stick because she's looking at this man, and she got to look down at, and I feel her. I mean, from what I hear these women say, when they like these men, they like them strong men that can grab them up and throw them around. And then when they do that,
Them
no, for
short
real.
ones got plenty of baby mamas
Right.
and and
But
and and and
exactly.
and they husbands and got side pieces. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like, man, okay. All right. You know what's out there. You can act like it ain't a thing, but I know
Well, I'm sure
real
my own
life.
self. So hey, As long as you taller than me, okay.
Exactly. So a man that was shorter than you would not have no
Because first
chance
of
with you. And
all,
you just made the whole point.
I'm
Exactly.
5'2".
Long okay. Okay.
Like if you shorter than me, then you 9 times out of 10, like you might be in the status that you can get a check for it.
I wish we had some crickets to play right there. But anyway,
I'm just saying.
no. It was definitely proving my point. Like if and so what? So what? What does that matter?
But
Like
I'm saying like,
we
but
finna
for
get into
whatever
some.
reason, like I feel like a lot of dudes, like I've talked to dudes that are around my height,
Hmm.
but like I said, they're still taller than me though. Um, but I feel like even then there are some that do talk to taller women. Like I guess they be like with gonna average out if they have kids or something. I don't know. Cause okay, so cause think about this. You remember
Hmm.
where we used to work at together.
Hmm.
You know, there was a little person, and I'm hoping I'm using the correct terminology because I ain't trying to be offensive. A little person, and he is still in a relationship. I don't know if they're married with the tall lady, and she was tall, and they're still together, from my
And you
understanding.
think she don't think that's her man and her man can do whatever he need to do for her? See,
Like
that's what's wrong.
her Facebook is hilarious about it.
Oh
Because
my gosh.
anytime there's something about a little person, she posts it, and I just be like, oh. But so they're still together.
That's just I will, I think it's fair. I don't think they should always have to stick to dating each other. I don't know if I'm getting to an offensive level, so I'm just gonna be quiet now at this point. But I mean, I think it's okay. But I mean, in my opinion, I do believe that, somebody that's 5'10", 6 feet dating, mm, they'd be like, I mean, the ones that are on that they have it's certain types. I watched the CSI one time where they described everything, how they are. There's
Yeah.
ones that are little, and then there's ones that's little tall. You know what I mean? Shut up! Don't say nothing. Just be quiet. But you know what I mean. And I'm sorry, anybody that's listening that falls into either category, but that's how they basically described it on the show. You got the little, and then you got the little tall. And then the little tall ones always get hated on by the little ones. And so it was if you have somebody that's little dating somebody that's 6 feet tall, that's I mean, hmm. I don't know. Everybody need love, and if you find it in the little, then you might as well go on ahead. That's all I'm gonna say. I just don't. I just it's just this strange. I, mm,
Well,
how
like I
about
said,
those Titans?
I think she's gonna. I think she's gonna. If she wants to, I think she's going to, because you have to also think about this. She's not an average person, like in the world of like dating. Like she's a celebrity. She has money. She's
Yeah.
used to a certain lifestyle. So she is at least in circles and corners that she can meet someone that does have a similar lifestyle. Um, they just, need to, I guess fit some other criteria for her. But, you know,
Oh, you saying she keep running the broke ninjas?
no, no, no,
That's
no.
what
I'm
you
not
saying.
saying that. I'm just saying that, like, her dating pool and someone else dating pool may not be the same, because she's gonna be around she's gonna be around different types of people.
So you
Um,
saying that she's around people that should know how to court and date and what and treat her right? That's what you saying.
no, 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 that's not what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that if she's looking for certain things, like if she's looking for um like someone that has, money or used to her lifestyle that she has, because you have to be a certain kind of person to be able to deal with being, with someone that's like in the spotlight like that. You see what I'm saying? Like she also may have, different, you know, um, shoots and roles that may be in compromising positions, or she may, you see what I'm saying? So like she would be in
Mm-hmm.
that kind of industry that, or around those people that could be able to deal with those things, because
Yeah.
there were rumors that that was some of the problems that her and her husband had, is that she was, trying to be more, I guess, sensual, sexual, or whatever in nature. And yeah, that's what people were saying. It's rumors. I don't know if it was true.
And he
Um,
didn't want her to be sexual with him.
well, no. I mean, like in attire, in appearance, in that kind of way.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because
She
people
out
were
there
saying that like right before that happened, she started like dressing more provocative and things of that nature before they announced the split and everything like that. So even though he is, if he has, more traditional values and things of that nature, I don't know what she's looking for. So I can't say, but I'm just saying that I believe that whatever she's looking for, she probably has a good chance of mingling with those kind of people to be able to, to get it.
to be in the streets. I get it. He
Not
looked
to
like
be
he
in the
wanted.
streets.
He looked like he more of a conservative type. I won't say
He
conservative.
does.
Like he don't wear, stuff. He just he look. I don't want to say a certain religion, but he looked like some people that they don't really accessorize, and they
Mm-hmm.
look kind of plain and stuff like that. But that's what he reminds me of, somebody that could be in that religion, and they could have done some, that
Yeah,
could
like
have.
she just seems to have a very outgoing personality, and he
Mm,
seems to be more relaxed and conservative
yeah.
in nature and stuff like that. And she seems to be more fun, upbeat, spirited, you know.
So
So I don't
she
know if it's,
decided she decided to come out in some butt floss. He ain't like that.
well, because they had posted some pictures, had got posted right around the
Mm-hmm.
time that the separation was announced. So
What she had on? You gotta send
I
that to me.
can't. You find it. You go find it if you
I
want
don't.
to
I
see
don't
it.
think I should. I think you should send that to me. If you saw it, I didn't see it.
You
You
go
get on my
find it.
nerves.
You go
Whatever.
find it.
Just whatever. Whatever.
Whatever. Anyway, so we're getting ready to wrap up, and TK, is your week. So what has a TV show or movie taught you?
It's my week, and this week my movie is gonna be my favorite movie, and nobody ever has ever seen this movie, so I just say Meet Joe Black. Okay. It's a romantic comedy. I don't know if it's a comedy. It's just a cool. It's a drama. Rom drama. Is that a thing? Is that really a thing? Because I know you got the rom com, but do you have a rom dram? But anyway,
I think that it makes sense.
and then Anthony, what's your boy? What's the boy dude man that played Hannibal Lecter? Anthony
Anthony Hopkins,
Hopkins.
maybe.
Yeah, he's in
Okay.
it with Brad Pitt and Claire Forlani. That chick that's on it, I can't think, I can never think her name, but she's real funny. But anyway, it's a love story, and it taught me, you and I both know what I've gone through this year as far as relationship goes,
Yeah.
and it really taught me that you're here for a good time and not a long time.
Oh.
And the purpose of the movie, I mean, just to give you a summary of it is, uh, rich beyond whatever you can imagine. This young lady is, and then her father is. She's a she's a resident doctor, right, at a hospital.
Okay.
Um, she meets this guy in a diner before work one day, and they have this amazing conversation. Like, I'm talking about 2 hour conversation, right? Both of them late for everything. and then they leave each other. They don't exchange numbers. They don't, it's just like, I'm sure I'll see you again, right? Type shit,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Because this is the diner across from the hospital where she work at, and he's new in town, and she done told him this is where all the doctors hang out, so he's, I'm pretty sure from the conversation he feel like I'm gonna see her again at some point, and same with her, right? But the thing about it is, she's in a relationship. She's actually engaged to her father's protege, right? At the company, And when I say rich beyond, but anyway. So I don't want to tell you the whole everything, but as soon as they turn away for the last time from walking away from the diner, dude gets hit by a car.
The
Right?
boyfriend?
Not the boyfriend, the guy she just spent 2 hours talking
Okay.
to and basically falling in love with. You know what I'm saying? In the 2 hours. Okay. So, I mean, soon as, I'm talking about as soon as.
Whoa.
And so we all, as the audience, we all see him get hit by a car. But when she gets off work, she goes to her father's house, and the next thing you know, he shows up for dinner in an awkward way. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how he shows up for dinner, but he's at the dinner with the daddy, right?
Okay.
And I'll tell you all that. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. And the boyfriend is there too now. Everybody there. It's all everybody in the house. Yeah. You really ought to check it out. I can't think of what year it came out. It was in the 2000s, but Brad Pitt, Claire Forlani, Anthony Hopkins, and Anthony
It
Hopkins
says
actually.
1998.
It wasn't.
And it's called Romance Fantasy.
No, it's called Meet Joe Black.
No. I'm saying like you said
Oh,
romance
I
drama.
was gonna say, hold on there.
You said a rom-dram is considered romance fantasy.
Romance fantasy.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that was a category. Did you?
No, I didn't.
But anyway, it's like I said, it's really good. Anthony Hopkins, he was nominated. I do believe he won an award for a particular scene in it. Best long pause, because I'm telling you, this shit was intense. But I'm serious. Is it most intense pause or longest pause, or because it was a. I'm telling you, that's why I said drama, because it's dramatic, right?
Yeah.
But it's such a good movie, but you have to know what you want in love, and then you know what you don't want, and then you don't settle for nothing less, no matter what the fucking consequences are. Okay. I mean, seriously, like this chick had her life planned out for her, and one chance meeting in a coffee shop on a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and the thing, like, the reason why I want everybody to see it is because the things that Joe does are so pure to try to win the love of somebody that he fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? Instantly.
Yeah.
So it's so pure and innocent, and then it's like it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I didn't know it was 98. I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, it says 98.
But yeah, it was really good. Claire Forlani, she didn't, unless you watch CSI New York, I can't really give you a whole lot of stuff that she's been in. But that was one of my little British crushes right there. And I will say that. Leave me alone.
I never heard her name before.
Yeah, she was in Antitrust with Ron Felipe. That's another one of my good movies. That's the second place I saw her. But yeah, she's a good actress, and she was in CSI New York.
I don't think I watched that one. I just watched the regular Las Vegas one.
I'm gonna tell you, New York is good. Now I like it a little bit better than Miami, because Miami.
I didn't like Miami. I didn't like
it.
Miami.
Got on my nerves a little bit. I love Horatio and all, but it's like, bruh, I done seen all of them, so it don't even matter. But New York was right under the first CSI to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
But yeah, do yourself a favor, and if you can find it, I think it's on. It was on Hulu not too long ago. I have it on DVD somewhere. But it's a really good movie. Like, and it's I mean, it just teaches so much about life. Like, no matter how much money you have, like, you still want that love of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, money is not the end all be all in what really matters at the end of it. I think the problem is people don't matter until it's at the end.
Yeah.
They don't realize that money didn't matter all that much. But yeah.
So it looks like
Check it out.
it's on Stars and Hulu and Amazon Prime. That's what it looks like. It says it's on.
All
And
three?
if you
Oh,
have
cool.
YouTube, I guess premium subscription, you can watch it on there too. Uh,
Meet Joe Black. It is such a good movie.
okay. Well, this is episode 29 of the Ops. We're telling it all. It's your girl Spicy K,
And it's your girl TK.
and we're signing off.
Yes.
And we're the Ops, and we're telling it all. Have a great day.
Don't we look good?
Oh my.